Hey, you guys, this is Kevin with G.F.E, God Family and Everything Else podcast. So today I'm actually at work, but I felt like I needed and I wanted to share this with you. Kind of a part two of a video I just posted of the football player, NFL player, Demario Davis. He did, again, uh, another post interview, but he was more so sharing the gospel. uh, and what's really cool about it is that get past here. What's really cool about it is that he's not afraid to share the gospel, even with the platform that he's on. And that is something that, as a Christian, as a believer, as a follower of Christ, that we need to take. For example, that we should not be able or be afraid, for that matter, sharing the gospel of Christ. Because there's a lot of people out there that don't know about it. There's a lot of people out there that may not even want to believe, but this is the perfect opportunity to share the truth on who God is. So I wanted to go ahead and share that with you guys, give you a little bit also of the video of what he was saying. And it looks like his daughter is pulling through, so he was also thanking everyone for the prayers. But again, it's just very, very cool that these players on these platforms that they have, and he even mentioned it, that you don't need a special platform to share the gospel. When you're following Christ, it doesn't matter where you are, it doesn't matter what job you have, it doesn't matter if you're home, it doesn't matter if you're at the gym, it doesn't matter anywhere. You should openly and joyfully share the gospel with people willing to listen or even have questions. So go ahead and check out this video.
Well, I wasn't going to preach today. I wasn't going to do that. But if I didn't, then I would not be being obedient. I told the Lord before today, if I went back to the podium, that I would make sure that I praised him the proper way. The last time I was up here, God did an extraordinary work through me. It exceeded past myself and into and around the country. And with that, I owe proper praises to God. It had nothing to do, very little to do with me and everything to do with him, so I have to be obedient. So first, I will update everybody on my daughter. She had a phenomenal week. She's doing great, a full bill of health. She's doing phenomenal. As I said before, that knock at the door was answered. And God came in and did a wonderful work in my family. The reality is, when you see a message go around that strong, it's a lot of people that are out there hurting, and it's a lot of people who are waiting on a knock. And I want to continue to reiterate, your knock may not come right away, but to be patient and to wait on the Lord, and He will do what He said He'll do. Another thing was, there was an overwhelming amount of support just from fellow believers and Christians around the country. I want to thank them for that. And I think the phrase that is used oftentimes is, man, that's awesome what you're doing with that platform that you have. But at the end of the day, that's what we are to be doing as Christians. That's what we are to be doing as believers, is sharing the gospel, preach the gospel. The word says, for I am unashamed of the gospel, for it is the power of God to bring salvation to all who believe. It's the power of God. And that's what our world is needing. That's not just talking about salvation for the spirit. That's talking about salvation for the soul. People who are hurting, people who are going through present day situations who need healing and need God in their life. And only the power of God can save them. So what I want to encourage every Christian, not just Christians with a platform, preach the gospel, share the gospel. In our schools need God. Share the gospel. In our courtrooms need God. Share the gospel. In the hospitals, our hospitals need God. Share the gospel. Preach the gospel. It is the power of God that will bring salvation. And I can't be the only person that feels like our nation needs salvation. And I think that's why that message was so powerful and spread, is because people are looking for salvation. So share the gospel. So unfortunately, we'll be doing this again. I'll be sharing about football later in the week. Thank y'all for y'all time. Blessings.
I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed what Demario Davis had to say, and hopefully it becomes a blessing to you. And if you are curious or questioning your faith, hopefully this video, blesses you and answers any questions that you may have, or may raise up any questions that you might have. And I'd be happy to have a discussion. Again, I don't know everything, but I'm still a student, going to forever be a student of Christ. But it's just inspiring to see this. So yeah, this is G.F.E, God, family, and everything else. I'm out.